One of the most difficult things I had to come to terms with once I took the red pill was understanding that women ages 16, even sometimes earlier to their early 20s, they're sleeping around with a harem of men, whether it's from work, their social circles, or online. They have access to unlimited men, and men that are older, men that have more resources than you can offer. And due to social programming from my mother, from the women that were in my close proximity in my life, I just always assumed that women were a certain type of way. And I believe that women had good intentions and women could never treat you wrong. Women are sugar and spice, everything nice, that they could not take advantage of me as a man. And all I needed to do was present myself. And I never thought women slept around and had the desire to be intimate, if not more intimate than men, and have polygamous tendencies than men, more polygamous tendencies, in fact. But as the internet and social media continues to expand, and we're seeing more and more female nature being documented on live TV, reality shows, wherever it is, it's being documented and spread out through mass media. And now, for the first time in history, given the liberation of women's rights and activism, we see that women's true colors and their true nature on a grand scale. And we see podcasts with women talking about orgies, talking about crazy college experiences, how to cheat on your boyfriend, what they really truly sexually desire in men, their dark fantasies, how they don't really respect men, they're just using men. We see YouTubers talking about being in open relationships without their other partners knowing. We see older women who have hit the wall encourage thottery and encourage this type of promiscuous behavior. And instead of deeming it wrong and correcting their behavior, they actually encourage the youth and these young women that look up to these women as role models to continue this type of destructive behavior. And we see the promotion of artists like Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and their song WAP promoting this type of behavior as well, and letting it be known that they don't care and they're liberated and they're going to express themselves in whatever way they can. And this is the way to success. This is the way to build a platform and to truly embrace your femininity. And we see this every day. There's a new story, there's a new article, there's new video evidence, there's more stats and statistics on the hypersexuality of women nowadays, and just how often they do sleep around and they have difficulty pair bonding, keeping a man around for the long term. And a lot of times people will look at it and want my response to these things. And a lot of you guys want my reaction to girls that go onto podcasts like No Jumper and talk about sleeping with NBA players and giving them fellatio, all 7 of them, back to back to back. And you guys want my reaction to it, I think. Well, ladies, it seems like we've given you 60 years to embrace feminism and be able to express your true nature without being judged, without having men look at you and judge you in a certain type of way, and with no restrictions on you. And you've shown your true colors. You've shown your actual nature for what it is. And I'm not knocking you at all for it, because I believe that the more you show your true nature, the more men will leave what we call the so-called game. And more men will leave these marriages and long-term committed relationships, because they understand you can't pair bond. They understand your true nature. They understand that all you want is our resources and you want our protection. You don't view us in the same way that we once viewed you, which is love and putting you above ourselves and putting you above our priorities, because we actually wanted to care for you and create a family unit. But you've given yourself away to so many men that we no longer feel that urge to build up with something that's been given out and handed out for free for so many years and has been passed around. So ladies, continue to show your nature on national TV. Continue to make videos, continue to make podcasts exposing your true nature, because the more that you do these things, the more and more men get this knowledge right here on this channel and get the knowledge on other Red Pill content creators channels. And we're going to continue to enlighten and open up the eyes of more and more men to your true nature. And if they don't believe us now, they can just look at what is being promoted, what you guys, what you women have put out and pushed out on social media, on all these open, free platforms for the entire world to see how you really get down and how you are, what you truly are about. Ladies, the mask is off. men have finally realized that we don't want to deal with women in a long-term committed relationship simply due to the fact that your nature is not built for a committed long-term relationship. You have tendencies so shocking that men make videos like this and they get thousands of views because men still can't come to terms with the true nature of a woman. But I tell you this, guys, as long as they keep promoting this agenda, as long as they keep promoting this type of behavior from these women and it is being praised rather than being criticized and being ostracized, we will see more and more men take the red pill. We will see more and more men say, I don't want to have the leftovers of something that has been used and abused for years. I don't want to have a woman that has polygamous tendencies. I don't want to be with a woman that views me just as a tool and a resource in order to provide for her financially and have her children. Men are done. Men have wisened up to the game, and the more and more content that you ladies produce, the more talk shows you go on to, the more podcasts you make, whatever it is. And every time you open your mouth and speak publicly about how you feel about men, more and more men are leaving. More and more men in droves will find this content, and more men will take the red pill, wisen up, go their own way, and continue to work hard on themselves and invest in themselves, something that's an appreciating asset rather than a depreciating asset, which is you. But I don't want you guys to hate women. I want you guys to just understand, listen, this is female nature. We understand how women operate. We understand that they have a man that they use for resources, provisioning, to have babies with, and to settle down with, and then they have a man that is strictly for sex, strictly to blow her back out and get that true inner freak out of her. And what we're seeing is just women promoting this more on a national level, on social media. And a lot of men find this to be like a shock factor. And I was once there too. And it was difficult for me to actually grasp the fact that, wow, these women that I thought were in church, I thought, man, these women were not like this. I didn't think women could really get down like this. They're talking like men, basically, talking about different escapades they went on, doing different things with different men. And on top of doing those different things, they're actually promoting it, and they're praising each other, and the womanhood, the sisterhood. They're actually praising each other, hyping each other up for taking part in such things that just blew my mind, especially coming from a Christian background. You wouldn't think oh my God, women are actually doing these things. Nah, you would think oh yeah, maybe a few select women are doing these things. The girls at your school that were deemed like sluts or whatever, they were always doing those certain things, but you didn't think all women had the capability and the desire to do those things with the right person. Notice how I said the right person. The right man can have access to your woman, to any woman. If he says the right things, it's the right moment, it's the right time. He has access to your woman. That's why I say all women are like that, because no woman is safe, and all women will give into their nature and their true desires, because their true desires are within. In fact, a lot of women don't even realize their true nature and their true desires until they watch content like this. I actually have women emailing me, women constantly hitting me up in the DMs talking about, wow, I didn't even realize this about my own nature, and now I understand things. And you expose things both within my personal life, or they're talking about themselves and their personal life, and then the women that are in their life, their sisters, their aunties, the girls that are in their personal life have realized these things as well. So that's going to do it for this video. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, share the content to help me grow this channel. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to check out more of my videos. Have a good one, guys.